Excited for our next guest here on GKW, as he is the Hall of Famer. He is the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels. Thank you so much for the time, man.
I appreciate y'all having me. My pleasure.
So WWE basically just taking over the entire town of Tampa this weekend. Saturday night's main event, NXT Battleground on Sunday, Raw on Monday, NXT on Tuesday. From the NXT side of things, what's the best part about when you guys get to hit the road and get away from Full Sail?
Just that, hitting the road. To be perfectly honest, look, the young men and women that come through NXT, look, we love performing here in Orlando, but any chance they get an opportunity to get out on the road, even if it's down the road in Tampa, it's just an entirely different world. As you know, again, they are all aspiring to be Raw and SmackDown superstars, and they know that when they take that on, that's going to mean a lot of travel. It's going to mean going to a lot of different cities around the world, and each one of those places that they go, the audiences are going to be different. They're going to have to adjust their style to those audiences. So as exciting as it is just as a superstar to be able to get out on the road and travel, it's also, part of the development process of understanding the subtle differences between crowds and even cities, even if you're just going an hour and a half down the road. So there's a lot to be learned, obviously, from a developmental standpoint when we travel on the road. But for the most part, they're all just really, really excited and jacked and, looking forward to performing in Tampa, at this Battleground PLE.
Last time you guys hit the road was Vegas, one of the matches that stole the show, your women's division. Stephanie McCord, Jordan Grace this upcoming weekend. From your perspective, how difficult is it to book a women's division that is as deep as the NXT Women's Division?
Well, it sounds like the kind of trouble you'd want, right? But the thing is, I got to be honest, it really is challenging as we begin to move forward here, because someone's always kind of going to get left out. I guess that's the most challenging part, is that we have so many talented women, and it's hard to be able to highlight all of them. And I would argue that NXT does such a good job of highlighting our talent. I mean, we have, 25 to 30, sometimes even 40 talent, at least ID'd on a show on any Tuesday night. But there's still plenty of other people that are waiting in the wings to jump up and have their breakout moment. So it's one of those things that obviously we're looking forward to here, over the summer, of highlighting more superstars here in NXT. So there's a lot of great stuff going to be happening coming down the pike. That's something that's already a good problem to have when you've got the kind of momentum at your back like NXT has currently.
WWE taking over Tampa this weekend. Make sure you get your tickets, Ticketmaster.com. The partnership you guys have with TNA is certainly unique, where you don't know who's going to be showing up, from TNA on NXT, or NXT superstars going over to TNA. How difficult is that to try to balance and make sure that both brands and both entities are being raised and the profiles are being raised by this partnership?
Sure. Well, look, I guess from my standpoint, the only part to me that, again, is maybe difficult is, again, because they have some tape shows, and obviously ours are always live. So just kind of synchronizing that and timing that in the best way from a creative standpoint has been the most challenging to me. But look, I love surprises, in wrestling. And so the idea that we now have the opportunity to even pick from a TNA roster, that's a huge asset for us here in NXT. And then, of course, you get the added, plus of having more experienced superstars to come in and work with some of our young talent to be able to help them also while they're, gaining experience, having them also develop while they're out there in the ring with people that have been around this job for quite some time. And obviously some of them have been big WWE superstars in the past. So again, it's just been a fantastic collaboration that we have going on. The only things that are a little challenging every now and then, I think, is just timing things up creatively.
The night before Saturday night's main event in Tampa, John Cena versus R-Truth. If Hunter called you for your 2 cents, who should be on the John Cena farewell tour? Who do you want to see him in the ring with one last time throughout this year?
Well, look, I have to say that that's John's call. I think John has earned again the right and the opportunity to sort of I guess I'm biased, but I think all of us, again, when you're going to, make your last run, I think you're the guy that kind of needs to call those shots. So I'm excited and very happy for John that he's getting the opportunity to do all this. It's just been something that's been fun to watch just as a guy. I'm like everybody else now. I'm just a fan sitting there watching this and enjoying, John enjoying what he's doing.
Shawn, always appreciate the time, man. Enjoy your time with NXT in Tampa. Takeover coming up for WWE. Battleground coming up on Sunday for you guys. And, of course, you'll close out on Tuesday with NXT on the CW.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate it.